We are back with part 2 of episode 7 of Sports of the Arguing Variety. One thing we didn't cover about the men's basketball team for the USA, aside from...
Somebody going AWOL.
No, it's not AWOL. Aside from Paul George's broken leg, and aside from Derrick Rose rising to be probably the main star for this team, there's one star that won't be there. Now, what's his intentions for the upcoming season? Did Paul George's injury freak him out a little bit? He is not AWOL, and he is not a quote-unquote B word. But Kevin Durant has withdrew from the team, and he will not participate with the team this summer in what he says is a resting period for him, that he is drained and he just needs to prepare for his team, for his season. The same reason Westbrook did not participate, and the same reason I assume that Kobe and Bron did not participate.
Kobe, LeBron, and Melo didn't want to do it because they want these younger players to experience the whole situation, the great experience you get from it. It's a wonderful thing. LeBron's done.
Well, that's fine.
3 medals.
Well, that's fine. So is Durant. Durant's won a FIBA. Durant's won an Olympics, and him and Westbrook want to look ahead to their season. I mean,
they shoot Tim Duncan in the head, then.
Huh?
They better go shoot Tim Duncan in the head because that's as far as they're getting.
You should be ashamed.
Tim Duncan's taking them out.
You should be ashamed for saying that.
I'm not ashamed. That's what they got to do in order to win.
That's what Cleveland has to do in order for them to win.
I know.
And in my mind, the only team right now that has the tools to match up against the Spurs is Chicago.
Nobody can.
I mean,
every team is a machine, and the Spurs is the only machine in the NBA that just a full functioning, non-imperfection team. They're perfect.
Watch. You will see 20 games into the season, a quarter of the way through the season, you will see that this Chicago team is not one to be messed with.
I know that. Paul Gasol was a huge addition.
It's not just Paul Gasol.
It's Paul Gasol.
It's about Doug McBuckets.
Honestly, it's about Derrick Rose.
And Derrick Rose, a little bit, but whatever.
He is their franchise.
But not to mention, you got to think Taj Gibson and Jimmy Butler are a year wiser and a year better, and they have a little more experience. So, in my mind, that helps out a lot. Boozer slowed them down a little bit. He was a physical beast down there, and I'm not saying Pau Gasol is the speedster running up and down the court.
Well, they got this physical beast. Joakim Noah.
That's Stinky. The boogeyman. So, and that's all they need. In my opinion, they need to go re-sign Corey Brewer, get Al Horford, and remake the Florida National Championship team from 2006. So,
well, that's the only championships Joakim Noah's ever going to win.
No, eventually there'll be a big 3 come to Chicago.
There's a big 5 right now.
I don't know, but anyway, the Durant pulling out of the FIBA World Cup is not a big deal. I mean, all the people that are talking about, he's too much of a punk, or he needs to do this and that.
Team USA also did a great job replacing him with Rudy Gay.
They did. Rudy Gay is a good player.
The most underrated player in the NBA.
He is. And I don't still understand why Memphis traded him for Tayshaun
After
Prince.
they did pretty well.
I just don't understand that. If he was a free agent, I would say to Indiana, that's your man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your man you're going to get for $5 million. So, but
he won't take $5 million.
He would take $5 million.
He would.
He would.
Rudy Gay, he's about...
Rudy! Rudy! So, there was something I want to talk about in baseball.
We think about that. We're going to talk about John Jones.
We're scatterbrained right now. I'm sorry.
John Jones is getting fined because he's a beast.
John Jones.
You know who that is?
Like John Jones. Oh, John Bones Jones. Okay.
Yeah. You see what happened?
No.
They had a little stare off where they get ready, take pictures.
Weren't they eating spaghetti and they beat each other's butt?
It wasn't they.
Lobster.
John put his head on the other dude's head, and dude choked him, and John took him down quick. And you don't want to mess with John. And then they fought on Twitter about it, and then the other day they was doing a video cast, and they were just. He told John he was spitting his face, and John Jones was just classy, like, "You know I'm gonna kill you, right?" Yeah, I thought it was great. That's the calmest I've ever seen anybody who threatened someone's life. I'm gonna kill you. You know that, right? It's classic.
If I go missing. This is video evidence.
I'm not Johnny Bones Jones either, though. But it's going to be a really good fight for all UFC fighters. Well, it's not going to be a good fight. It's going to be a demolition. John Jones is going to kill him. In baseball,
I'm scared. In baseball news, the Cardinals
keep getting worse.
Don't know what they're doing. Apparently, the only person on that team that knows what they're doing is Matt Holliday and Matt Carpenter, and that's work ethic. Normally, I'm in favor of acquiring the veteran pitcher. 9 times out of 10 I am. Last year I was wanting to go get Peavy. That was my, that's what I wanted to do. A few years ago, I was highly in favor of their pursuit of John Smoltz. Even though he was a year about to be retired, I was in favor of getting him. But the John Lackey trade and the Justin Masterson trade, to me, was literally a situation where something is wrong with Alan Craig, and Mo knows it, and he must know something about Joe Kelly that we don't. So to me, that trade was just a reason to get rid of Craig, to open the door for Tommy Pham, Randall Grichuk, Stephen Piscotty, and Tavares, obviously, to play every day in right field. Now, in the other trade, they also shipped off a Double-A prospect that probably nobody knows who it is, but it was James Ramsey. And if it wasn't for James Ramsey's trade being traded off, he would have been promoted to Triple-A instead of Tommy Pham. Now, it's already been pretty much said that by Mo in September. You know what September is, correct? In the MLB?
Playoff start?
No, it's October.
September.
Call-ups. Rosters expand to 40. So, you only have 25.
So here's like a...
No, for the month of September, they can call up all the people that's on their 40-man roster for that month. So, but Mo has pretty much already said that you'll see Piscotty, you will see Pham, you will see Greg Garcia, Ed Easley, Stephen Piscotty. If you don't know who these players are, look them up, check out Memphis, learn about them, because they're going to be in St. Louis. Tommy Pham or Grichuk, in my opinion, is the center fielder of the future. One of those two. If they can get going like they need to, then they're going to be there. If not, Tavares, I don't think is going to be a big center fielder. He's going to be a right fielder, or a left fielder for that matter, because Piscotty actually has a better arm and is a little bit better defensively than Tavares is. So I see Tavares in the left field, Piscotty in right field in the future when Matt Holliday is not around anymore, which will still be a while because he keeps himself in such great shape.
Basically what you're saying is have faith, Cardinal fans.
Have faith, Cardinal fans. Michael Wacha will return. Shelby Miller is tremendously better since his return from the bullpen. Martinez is in AAA, learning how to actually be a starter. And, don't forget this, John Gast, who was the pitcher, the left-handed savior last season for Garcia when he first went down, who then had to have Tommy John surgery. He's on the return, so he could be coming back. And you've still got Tim Cooney down there that hasn't had a chance. Boone Whiting. There's still a lot of pitching down there. And there's the left-handed pitcher that was in that Boston deal for John Lackey that is still in the minor leagues. So, and that was a big piece that nobody knew about for that left-handed pitcher. That was my dog.
Cher.
No, his name is Bear. He's a man, and his name is Bear. But, so, there's a lot of pieces. But like I said a couple weeks ago in the last episode, giving up a lot of those prospects that I just named for a half-season rental of David Price wasn't worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, in the future, the Cardinals will be the Cardinals. I mean, they're a winning franchise, and they're going to be a winning franchise. So that's just all you need to do. Sit back and relax. Watch the game like I'm about to do right now. We're watching the pregame on my TV as we speak.
He's just
so
watch other teams win championships for the next couple years like I'm going to do in the NBA.
I don't think it'd take 2 years.
The Cardinals?
Yeah, I really don't. I mean, there's a lot of pieces and decisions that will have to be made this offseason, like what do you do with Shane Robinson? What do you do with Pete Kozma? What do you do with Daniel Descalso? I mean, do you give Garcia his turn in St. Louis? Do you give Piscotty the bench fifth outfielder role, fourth outfielder role? There's a lot of decisions. You need to get a backup, another bat, and have faith in Mo. That's all you got to do. Mo. That's all. That's all you need to do. So, there's just.
Speaking of Mo Williams, he had the game of his life the other day.
Yeah, on 2K, controlled by me.
He's a point guarder.
Yeah. Oh, I love point guards on
2K.
On 2K. Yeah. I don't know what my dog's doing right now. Don't look at me.
The dog is a Chicago Cubs fan.
No. You were in my house. Remember that?
Chicago Cubs. That's a baseball team.
That's why you know that.
That's Dad's favorite team. It's my dad's favorite team. And his name is Bear, so his favorite team has to be the Cubs.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Chicago Cubs fans are the second best fans in baseball. Royalty fans.
Behind who's the first best fans?
Come on. Best fans in baseball. And then you got Chicago, and then Boston, and then probably Astros. They hadn't won crap since 2005. And even then, they didn't win anything.
Boston's loyal.
They made it to the World Series, at least. What?
Boston is loyal. They're loyal to all their teams.
Hey, Boston fans are getting rewarded right now. Between the Blackhawks and the Red Sox. Now, it's not like it was 15 years ago that Boston or Celtics won their championship. That was only in 2008. So,
6 years ago.
Boston fans have been rewarded pretty well the past few years. So, we were talking, 04, 07, and 2013 for the Red
They
Sox.
still have the best passing point guard in the league.
They do. They just don't have anything else. And Marcus Smart. So they have the smartest two guard in the league. Which is yet to
literally.
Which will yet to be seen whether he will actually be a two guard or a point guard. So we'll have to see that here in a minute. We've still got a couple minutes left. So you got any closing comments while my dog squeaks away over here into the video?
No. Right now, who are you picking to win the World Series?
My World Series, in my opinion, is right now the way certain teams are playing is Oakland and LA, the Dodgers.
We both agree that Spurs are going to win next year.
Yes.
Even though...
And my NBA Finals is the Bulls and the Spurs. The Bulls and the Spurs.
Spurs
in
5.
7.
The new
Spurs.
The new Bulls team that's only been together for...
Okay. I'll go Skip Bayless again. Spurs in 6.
Well, he was wrong too.
No.
This is all...
We're out. This is a horrible way to end the show.
What do you want to do?
I don't care. What I'm going to do is press this button right here. See you next week!